So, good morning to everybody. Today we are going to study the family Asteraceae, and now let us share the screen of the family Asteraceae. Then now the Asteraceae, which is the gamopetalous family, and now the family Asteraceae is considered to be the biggest family in the dicots, with about 1,000 genera and 20,000 species. And whereas distribution is concerned, it is cosmopolitan distribution. It is available everywhere on the earth. And to be frank, it occupies 10% of the total flowering angiosperms. Okay. As far as the classification is concerned, angiosperms, the division angiosperms and subdivision angiosperms, class dicots, subclass gamopetalae, and series inferae, order Asteralis, and the family Asteraceae. Then, so if you see the vegetative characters, it habitat. Habit means how it looks. Most of the family members are of shrubs and herbs. Most of the plants are herbs with weak stemmed plants and rarely shrubs. Then next, the root system is taproot system and profusely branched. Okay, it's a taproot system, and the some of the plants have bulged or the fasciculated roots due to the storage of food materials. And example for it is dahlia. Okay. The next stem is concerned. Stem is herbaceous, very weak stem plants. All are erect, branched, and hairy on the stem, and some of them are procumbent and decumbent. So, procumbent means it creeps horizontally over the surface of the earth, but decumbent, some of the plants like tridax, it creeps on the surface, later on it grows erect. So, that is called procumbently decumbent. Then next, the leaves are petiolate and simply and rarely compound. And phyllotaxy may be either alternate phyllotaxy or opposite phyllotaxy. And totally the entire surface of the plants, namely the leaves and stem and everything, is covered by hairy. And whereas the venation is concerned, it is reticulate venation. So most of the plants, almost all plants, show the reticulate venation. The stem is herbaceous, as I told you, is erect and branched. In some cases, it is woody and climbing also. And the whereas inflorescence is concerned, and it shows the particularly it's a characteristic feature of this family is racemose inflorescence. Among the types of racemose, it shows only head inflorescence, that is called capitulum. Okay. Then next, how the capitulum is. See, capitulum is, it shows the very big flower, having so many florets. It is inflorescence. As I told you, total inflorescence looks like flower, where it contains both either ray florets or disc florets, or sometimes both. Okay, depending upon that head inflorescence, depending upon the presence of the ray florets and disc florets, there are two types: the homogamous head or heterogamous head. If the entire inflorescence, head inflorescence, contains ray florets, it is homogamous. So even disc florets, if it contains only disc florets, it also contain. It also called what you call the homogamous. In some homogamous, for example, the homogamous can be seen in Vernonia, cinerea, whereas sometimes it shows the heterogamous head. So heterogamous head means it contains both the ray florets and disc florets. The ray florets are female florets, and disc florets are bisexual florets. And then the homogamous head. So you can see in the diagram where you can see the Vernonia gigantea. Only one type of florets are present, namely the disc florets. And see the disc florets how they are. So here you can see the two types of florets. The big yellow flower is called ray florets. The side by the small flowers are called as disc florets, which are bisexual. And ray florets, as far as the ray florets are concerned, they are of female florets. They are sessile, bracteate, sessile, incomplete, and unisexual, and zygomorphic. And the total flower is called epigynous. Okay. Even in ray floret, the calyx is modified into hair-like structure, namely pappus, and the corolla is 5 petals are there, but among the 5, 2 are absent, and the remaining 3 are united in the form of a tongue. That's why they are called as a ligulate florets. So androecium is absent. Why? Because the ray floret is a female floret. You can see only the gynoecium, not androecium. So that's why you cannot see the androecium. Okay, then the gynoecium. As it is a female flower, you can see the 2 carpels. So bicarpellary is incarp, 2 carpels and united. And the ovary is inferior. As I told you, the inferior ovary always contains epigynous flowers. And the basal placentation. And next one is ray florets. See the diagram how it looks like. The next disc florets. Disc florets are also sessile. It won't have any stalk. Pedicel is absent here. And bracteate, complete. See, whereas the ray florets are incomplete. Incomplete. Why? Because androecium is absent. That's why it is incomplete. But disc floret is complete. Both androecium and gynoecium are present. Okay. But moreover, it is a regular or actinomorphic. Actinomorphic means you can cut the flower in any angle in 2 equal halves lengthwise, and it is epigynous. Calyx, again here the calyx sepals are modified into hair-like structures called pappus. Corolla, again there are 5 petals united, namely the gamopetalous, and this united, the shape of the gamopetalous is tubular, and all the 5 petals they are united. The arrangement of distribution is valvate distribution. Okay, androecium. There are 5 stamens, all are united, only anther lobes are united, whereas the filaments are free. And this type of arrangement is called syngenesious stamens. Syngenesious stamens means among the 5 anthers, the filaments, the lower filament, the stalk of the anther is filament. The filaments are free, whereas the anther lobes are united. And the connective, which unites the 2 anther lobes, is called connective, and it extrudes over the anther lobes in the form of a hood. That's why the stamens are called as hooded stamens, and the arrangement of the stamens is called syngenesious stamens. Gynoecium is bicarpellary syncarpus, and ovary is inferior. And then, so disc floret, you see the disc how it looks like. At the top is stigma, and the anthers are, lower one is anthers which surrounds the stigma, and lower one is a corolla, where you can see the union of 5 petals in the form of a tube-like structure, and calyx are in the form of a pappus. The ovule is there inside this ovary. And so that is about the disc floret. Okay, so fruit. As far as the fruit is concerned, the fruit is achene. What do you call the dry indehiscent fruit? Dry indehiscent fruit is called achene. Sometimes it is cypsella also. The non-angiospermic. Okay, the floral formula. The ray florets, floral formula of the ray florets is bracteate, zygomorphic, and the gynoecium is present, and calyx 5, and namely they are modified into pappus, and C5 corolla, petals are 5 united, and the androecium, there are 5 stamens, they are united, they are epipetalous, and gynoecium is 2 united and epigynous or inferior ovary. Sterile florets means, say, bracteate, complete, K5, C5, A0, and G0. And the floral diagrams are looks like this. So, economic importance of this Asteraceae family. Most of the members are act as a source of food, and some of the plants like chrysanthemum, you can see dye is extracted, which can be used as a what do you call aromatic substance, and some Chicoreum intibus. which is the powder of which is used in making coffee, and then edible. The cinerea and lactuca. Lactuca is a leafy vegetable that you can see in the second photograph. The leaves of cinerea. The next one is the edible Helianthus tuberosum. Even the tubers, the storage roots of the tuberosum, Helianthus tuberosum, are also edible. Okay. The next medicinal is Artemisia. Artemisia is a scented family where the leaves are used as scented and in making garlands and everything. And some of the ornamental plants are like this chrysanthemum. Chrysanthemum is available in so many colors. The basic color is yellow, and from that yellow color you can get as many colors as possible as hybrids. And then now it is cosmos. Here, cosmos plants, there are ornamental plants which are available in all gardens. And now it is tagetes. Tagetes are the flowers showing the head inflorescence. They are bulk in size and may be used for offering prayers in temples and everything. The next one is Silybum marionum. And next, Parthenium intibus, it causes allergy. It is also called as what we call congress weed, an allergic plant. These allergy plant of which the pollen grains in the air causes nausea and nasal allergy. Then Helianthus anus. So this is called sunflower plant. And here the head of the head inflorescence of the plant, and the oil is extracted from the seeds. So that's all about the Asteraceae family. Okay. Then next.